let me cross live to our reporter, Charlie Peters. He is in Aldershot.
Well, Michelle, the protest here has been taking place for just about 20 minutes. Just to my left, you can see the demonstration outside the Potters International Hotel, just in the distance. And the last 5 minutes or so, this group, the Stand Up to Racism counter-protesters, have marched down the streets. They're saying that refugees are welcome here. They said, stop the hate, stop the fear. I just walked through the crowd a moment ago. Nobody would speak to me. One man said that everyone over there were Nazis. We're going to try again, Michelle. This is the People's Channel. We want to speak to everyone and all perspectives. So let's just try it again. Come with me if you can. Sir, do you want to speak to us about why you're here today? Okay, they're Nazis. He's calling us Nazis. He won't speak to us. Would anyone want to speak to us about your protesting here? Hello, sir. Why are you protesting here today? Okay, thank you. We're going away, unfortunately, but we're trying our best. We're trying our best. We're not a comedy show. We're a news channel. We're a very good one as well. Well, look, Michelle, nobody wants to speak to us. It's a shame. People on the other side have engaged with interviews. We heard one woman saying to us that she's never attended a protest before, but she turned up here today in Aldershot because she's so concerned about what's happening to her local community. And if you just look at some of the signs behind this lovely Morrison's lorry, you'll see them saying, look, no apartments for illegals. People here saying that there is so much demand for housing in Aldershot and in Farnham, the nearby area, and instead they're seeing an entire hotel being used to support asylum seekers, the majority of them young men. And Michelle, we spoke about it in Epping 2 weeks ago, and it's the same theme here. This protest to my left being led by women concerned about the safety of their children and their grandchildren. They were telling me that for the first time in their lives, they have to look over their shoulders. They're uncertain because they don't know who's been brought into their community. The people behind me describing those people as Nazis. We'll show you that clip later. Well, we spoke to a woman called Millie, and she said her grandfather fought in Europe, fought against Nazis, fought in the First World War as well. And to be described as fascists and Nazis, she said she just couldn't believe it, couldn't understand it. We've tried to speak to them, we've tried to engage with them and hear more about their perspectives. Unfortunately, today, they don't want that to happen. I think I've got a bit of footage I can throw to you now of that incident a moment ago. No, I don't. We don't have that. But look, I mean, this is the size of the group here. We can see no Islamophobia, no anti-Semitism, refugees welcome, stop the far right. This man wasn't happy for me to walk around earlier, but as long as I show the signs, he seems to be okay with that. And this is a problem we've had before as well, people putting their signs in front of our camera. It's a free press in this country. We just want to speak to people where we can. This man trying to do the same. But there we go. I mean, all we can do is our jobs, Michelle. All we can do is our jobs. This chap very agitated. But what he hasn't got, unfortunately, is a voice. He's failing to come forward and speak to us. He doesn't want to do that. He just wants to agitate next to me. So why are you protesting today? Are you from Aldershot?
No comment.
No comment. It's like it's a police interview. But there we go, Michelle. We've done what we can, trying to speak to people gathering here. They don't want to engage with us. We might go back on the other side and see if we can get some more interviews later. We'll join you later in the programme.
Charlie Peters, thank you very much for that. It's a shame that these guys, honestly, I try my best, everyone. I try my best to listen to all perspectives here. But as you could hear there, Charlie was trying to ask these people, who are you? Where are you from? They're sitting there with their face masks on. I don't know who they think they are, the way that they're pushing the reporter, pushing the camera away. These people, I would bet my bottom dollar that the majority of these people are not local. They seem to rock up wherever they seem fit to dictate that the local people have to accept these men in their communities. If I put up the flyer for this protest, you will see it was called the Pink Protest for the Safety of Women and Girls. It was basically saying, let's stand together against the danger posed to women and young girls by unidentified men in our community. Wear pink to show your support, your strength and your solidarity. Calling these people Nazis and far-right scum is so disgusting. Honestly, they should hang their heads in shame, those people. Anyway.
Have you had a random call lately from a strange number, maybe trying to sell you something or even scam you? If so, your info could be out there. That's because of data brokers, shady companies that scrape the internet for your personal details and sell them to marketers or even scammers. These days, scammers can even use AI to mimic your friends' voices and trick you into sending money. It's not just annoying. Data brokers often target vulnerable people with high-interest loans or sketchy offers. But there is a solution. Incogni, the sponsor of this video. Incogni contacts data brokers on your behalf and requests your info be deleted from their databases. And because your data can keep popping up, Incogni keeps sending removal requests to make sure it stays gone. They've just launched a new unlimited plan with custom removals. If you find your info on a weird website, just send them the link and their privacy team will work to get it taken down. Getting started is easy. Hit the link in the description, create your account and let Incogni handle the rest. It's risk-free for 30 days and you'll get 60% off an annual plan with the code GBNews. Take back control of your data with Incogni.
Now, we've got protests taking place across the country, and we've also got counter-protests taking place as well. We started off in Aldershot. We will be returning there soon. But for now, I'll cross you over to a different one, this one in Altrincham. Sophie Reaper, our reporter, is live there now. Sophie, what's happening there?
Well, Michelle, as you rightly say, we've got protests and we've got a counter-protest here as well. Both sides in good voice here this evening in Altrincham. And the reason for that is the hotel you can see behind me, the Cresta Court Hotel. Last year, the council announced that it was being closed in order to house approximately 300 asylum seekers. That was a decision made by the Home Office, and that was met with much chagrin from this side of the protest. You perhaps can't see, Michelle, because there are so many people on this side of the road. But if we make our way just onto this direction, in the middle of the road, you see quite a heavy police presence, and that is because they're separating this side of the protest to its counter-protest taking place over the road. You'll see signs over there saying things like "Refugees welcome," "Stop the far right," "Racists go home," and they themselves are having their own protest against the protest that's taking place on this side of the road. I think we can speak to a couple of the protesters on this particular side of the road now. Lisa and Michael, thank you for joining us here on GB News, both of you. Speak to me about why you felt it was important for you to come out and stand on this side of the road here in Altrincham this evening.
Well, this is the first time I've done this, but I've had enough of it. And I think I speak for a lot of people. And just tonight, I've noticed that all the people pipping their horns, all the motorbikes and the cars and the vans, they're not doing it for this lot over here. They're doing it for us, and we're cheering. But we want to get our voice heard. And I was one of them that was cheering a few weeks and months ago, but this is my first time I've been here, and it's a good atmosphere. And we need to get the government to do something instead of them lying to us. Keir Starmer said he's going to smash the gangs, and he's obviously got no intention at all of doing that. He's just going to continue to lie to us. He's had enough opportunity. He's been in office more than 12 months, and he's done zero.
Lisa, the first thing you said to me this evening was you're just a normal mum, but you felt you had to be here this evening. Tell me why.
Yeah, I've never really got involved in politics before. I'm fed up of people like them across the road calling us far right, because I'm not far right. I'm a concerned British citizen. I've paid my taxes since I was 17 and I got my first job. I've worked all my life. I don't want my money or anyone else's money being put on illegal immigrants. They are illegal. They're not genuine refugees. This country is in massive debt. They're being put before British people. They're getting free health, free dentists, free everything, housing. We're not putting British people first. And I am really, really concerned as a mother, because these are unchecked people. They are, they're coming in en masse on boats. Keir Starmer is doing absolutely nothing about it. And it's a real, real worry. And all we're hearing is that they do not respect our British values. They're a threat. They think most of them are Muslims. They think we're infidels. They will not adapt to our religion. So it's not about integration. They are having their own mini communities, and I just do not feel safe. And my big concern is, if we think back to when Princess Diana died, and they say the Queen initially ignored, and she didn't listen to the British public. King Charles, I will ask you today, what are you doing about this? Are you listening to your British public? Because I think you are tone deaf.
Michael, I just want to bring yourself back in. This is a very complex issue. I think both sides of the road would agree on that. I'm not expecting you to have an answer, but we can hear chants here of send them back. What would you suggest? You say Sir Keir Starmer's doing nothing about it. What would you have him do here today?
Well, it's really, really easy. It's not hard at all. First of all, you don't give them any benefits for coming into this country, because we all know they're only here for one thing, and it's not the weather. So the next thing I would do is contact the Royal Navy and start patrolling our shores like they are itching to do. And Nigel Farage has already said he's going to be doing this, and we've got a long time to wait. I fear it's going to be too late, because just look at all this now, and they're saying this is sustainable. It's not my opinion. You can see yourself. It's actually quite desperate, and this is why I thought that we should come tonight.
Lisa, I'll just give the final word to you. You can see all those people over there. They're saying that this side are racist, as you say. They're saying far right. What would your message, if you could get on that megaphone and you had a message for the people over the road, what would that message be here tonight?
I guess I'm fed up of it. The only thing they seem to have, and I think they're using it as a weapon, and it's a distraction, is to say that we're racist. I've got my family, I've got black people in my family. It's not about race, it's not about colour, it's about the fact that we, as England, as Britain, we're being taken as mugs. The boats are coming in daily and daily, and if I was, Keir Starmer, if I was not doing my job properly, I'd be sacked. How is this being allowed to happen? He should be sacked. He's incompetent, and it is costing Britain millions, billions of pounds, and it's nothing to do with race. It's about putting British people first and not putting us at risk.
Lisa, Michael, thank you so much for speaking to us this evening here on GB News. You can hear there, Michelle, that these are just local people here in Altrincham, and emotions for them are very, very high. And it's a similar story on the other side of the road. The people on that side of the road, they feel that they're just speaking the truth, and that's their opinion, and that's the same over here. So tensions are high. The police are doing what they can to keep the two groups separate at the moment, but the night is still young here in Altrincham, and we'll be here on GB News, bringing you the latest as it comes in.
Let's just go back to Sophie in Altrincham.
Well, Michelle, we are here still in Altrincham, as you rightly say. And you can see here behind me the original protest against the migrants in this hotel where we were just speaking from. But here on GB News, we do like to have some balance. So we've now come to the other side of the road. We've crossed that police boundary, and we're going to try and speak to some of the counter-protesters here, which could be a little bit dicey. But we'll see how we get on. Let's see if we can get any of them to speak to us. Excuse me, ladies. I just wondered if I could ask you. Sorry?
Your press lanyard.
I haven't got it with me. It's over there. Just no problem. No problem. Just take a look at this lovely sign. Very interesting, Michelle. We'll just keep moving. They're asking for my press credentials, which I unfortunately am not carrying with me right now. Excuse me. Do you mind if I ask why you're here at this counter protest? We're from GB News. No, that's absolutely fine. No problem at all. Excuse me, though. Sorry, excuse me. Do you mind me asking, sir, why you're here today?
See your NUJ badge?
I haven't got my NUJ with me, I'm afraid. They're very tight on credentials here on this particular counter-protest. They've asked me to go away. Of course, we do have a right to be here, Michelle, so we will continue to try and speak to some people. There's a lady here on a microphone. Oh, lots of cars beeping. There's a sign here, Salford Stand Up to Racism. I wonder if I could ask any of the people with this sign. Excuse me, sir. Oh, I'm just being harangued here. Oh dear. Oh, it's become. I'm just going to get on the other side of the police line, Michelle. The police have.
Your side.
Excuse me. What do you mean? What do you mean our side, sir? Whoa! Oh! Ow! I've just. Michelle, I've just been hit by a placard on the head by one of these counter-protesters. We are just trying to give them the opportunity. Excuse me, ma'am. We are, of course, just trying to give them the opportunity to have their side. This is our security guard behind us. Police are now having to step in. We have now been assaulted by some of these counter-protesters. Oh, dearie me, that flag's being lowered onto us. Thank you for that, sir. Lovely song. Excellent choice. We're just going to step out, Michelle, because, as I said, things have gotten rather dicey. No one here willing to speak to us and give us their side of the story.
By a far-right placard.
Excellent.
That's the one for the books. I mean, what do we even say to that, ladies and gents? We're here. We're trying to present both sides of the protest to you. You've got eyes, ears, and common sense. You can make your own minds up on what you are seeing and what you are hearing.
Well, welcome back to Aldershot, Michelle. A few hundred people behind me have been protesting for the last hour outside this hotel's the Potters International, which has been hosting asylum seekers for about 2 or 3 years now. To my left is the Stand Up to Racism counter protest. A lot of them wearing masks, Michelle. Hampshire Constabulary has not brought in a Section 60 order that would prevent mask wearing, as they have done in some areas. Now, I've spoken to many of the protesters at the concerned families against the asylum protesters, but I went inside the Stand Up to Racism protest early. Unfortunately, none of them wanted to speak to me. I'll show you some footage of what it was like when we tried to engage with them.
Those are Nazis, dude. The people organising their protests are Nazis. Some of the people involved in organising those protests are Nazis.
Who over there is a Nazi?
Homeland, you know there are parties involved.
I can't speak to you if your friend puts in.
Refugees are welcome.
So nobody wants to speak to us here, unfortunately. We'll move around. This man thinks everyone's a Nazi, which is a shame. I'm allowed. I'm free. You can't assault me. You can't assault me. I'm allowed to move through. Don't assault me. So just one man wanted to speak to us very quickly, and all he wanted to say was that everyone over here are Nazis. Well, let's speak to some of the people who've been protesting. It's Marianne and Mandy, local Aldershot residents. Marianne, I'll start with you. What was your reaction when you heard that man describing you all as Nazis?
I think they need to get their head out the sand and do some research. They're traitors, as is our Prime Minister.
You don't think the Labour government are doing enough to deal with the small boats crisis?
No, I'm so frustrated and angry. They seem like they don't listen to us and they don't understand, they don't want to know.
And Mandy, you're a local Aldershot resident. Your father was in the parachute regiment. This is a proud military garrison town. What's it been like then, having this asylum hotel in the area?
It's been like, if you've got a daughter or granddaughters, we're worried for them. We are. All what's been going on, nothing gets done, and we are worried for our daughters. Also, all these idiots across there are making all that noise in front of that building, where there's probably people trying to get their babies to sleep. So it just shows you what mentality they have. When we are peaceful here, we're peaceful.
Now, we've seen a lot of these protests around the country, a lot of mothers, a lot of women saying they're concerned about their children. Is that the same theme that you're hearing from others at this protest?
Absolutely, yes. That's what I'm worried about.
We've all got children, we've all got grandchildren. OK, they're there, but they put them near our schools, in hotels right opposite our schools. It's not good enough.
They work in the car washes up the road, they're walking all around the town, they're free to wander where they like, and it's just not safe for children to be out on their own.
Now, behind us, you have some police officers there. Now, we watched them march and escort these counter-protesters down the road. Some of them are wearing masks. And why do you think they're wearing masks?
Why have the police let them come down here? Why have they were right up the top of the road, so why have the police let them come down here with that little gap there between this group and that group? I mean, it's just ridiculous.
And Marianne, are you concerned about the mask wearing? We've seen it banned in Norwich tonight for a planned protest. An order has been come in and put in place, but people wearing masks, do you think that adds to the safety of the protest?
Well, I wonder what the police would say if we all wore masks. They seem much more wanting to, be violent towards us. So, I don't know why they're allowed to mask up.
And what do you think about the state of sort of safeguarding in Aldershot at the moment and concerns local people have? Are people telling you that they're looking over their shoulder, that they're a bit more nervous now than they were before the hotel turned up?
Yes, because it's so easy for them to get hold of young girls that are even just, in town doing what kids do. And they don't get charged for it. Nothing happens about it. They don't get sent back and they're here. Why are they here? There's no war where they are. and it does. It puts you on edge. It does.
Mandy, Marianne, thank you so much for speaking to GB News this evening. Well, Michelle, you've heard it here, haven't you? From so many of the other women we've spoken to at this protest today, they've got very clear concerns. They don't know the men in their local area, they don't know when they're going to leave, and they're not sure why people over there are calling them Nazis and wearing masks while they are doing it. Well, it's been a peaceful protest, Michelle, that's a relief at least. The two groups separated by the police in the middle where we are. But a lot of anger on both sides, a lot of concern. I can't see these differences being settled, because if you are a mother in Aldershot, you can't look at those people and say, they're calling me a Nazi and a fascist. Well, all I'm saying is, I'm concerned about my children. I'm ready to speak to both sides. I'm an impartial reporter.
Those are Nazis, dude. The people organising their protests are Nazis. Some of the people involved in organising those protests are Nazis.
Who over there is a Nazi?
Homeland, you know there are parties involved.
I can't speak to you if your friend puts in.
Refugees are welcome.
So nobody wants to speak to us here, unfortunately. We'll move around. This man thinks everyone's a Nazi, which is a shame. I'm allowed. I'm free. You can't assault me. You can't assault me. I'm allowed to move through. Don't assault me. I'm allowed to walk through. Does anyone want to speak to us at all? So, is there anyone here want to speak to us at all? Don't push me. Don't push me.
Stop the fear.
Let's go around this way, madam.
Refugees.
Obviously, I'm free to go wherever I want. Obviously, I'm free to go wherever I want. Thank you. So stop in the way. Hello, would you be interested in speaking to us?
I'm not talking to you.
All right. Hi, ladies. Would either of you be interested in speaking to us? Hello, mate. Are you interested? What's your name?
You're not going to find anyone here who's going to talk.
Why not? It's just a protest. We're here. Look, mate, I'm a reporter keen to put your message forward. I want to speak to someone. Yes, I am.
Do you
That's
see
how I earn a living.
that that's dog whistle politics? Do you not see that there's dog
Look,
whistle?
I appreciate that some people are concerned by this
It's
stuff.
always the same people who've done the
But
same
I'm just here.
throughout history. You know that, I know that, you know. You know that and I know that. You know that
Well,
there is
why
an
do you make
adjacent
that
to
point
far-right
to
politics
on a national television channel? You can make that point to us, mate.
Do you know who GB News are? You know
I've worked there for a long time. I'm proud to work there, mate. I'm keen to speak to you.
That's fake journalism.
I've made a big difference in a lot of stories. And that's what we care about, man.